Hello and welcome back to the Five Back Podcast. We're back for another week in the garage again. Of course, joined by making his return after a short stint on the injured list, Ethan, aka T-Cat, and short staff today. We have Liam here joining us to round out this small cast this week.
Calling me short?
No, I'm saying
we're
short benched this week for I don't even know what I was thinking of. Staff. We're
Jarrett, man.
Yeah, Jarrett.
What a bum.
The weather's not the nicest out, so we got the door closed this week.
Good backdrop.
Still no update on renovations on the basement. It's not looking too good. But T-Cat, how's it feel to be back after a week out? I didn't mention your absence until late in the pod because I forgot to, but
I feel a lot better. We're off the injured list. Just ready to keep plowing through these.
You're kind of an ever-present on the show, so it was weird not having you. I'm pretty sure I want to apologize because last week's episode didn't get uploaded to YouTube because it just wouldn't upload to YouTube for some reason. So
it's just like I was.
Exactly.
I didn't even miss.
It's like you didn't even miss anything, except it was a good podcast. We talked a lot, and we gave our predictions on the playoffs before they started. So with Shane and Joel, so I encourage you to go check it out. It's on Apple and Spotify. It just didn't make it to YouTube, sadly. Liam, how are you feeling?
Feeling great. My first round predictions are out the window, but other than that, great week.
Yeah, so far our predictions are looking absolutely brutal. If you did get a chance to listen to last week's pod, not the best for us. I think we said we said Winnipeg out in 4, and I think we said Seattle out in 4, which isn't
brutal.
Which isn't looking too good. We're going to start this podcast. We have two things on tap. We're going to do some playoff talk, and then we're going to talk team of the season for the Prem. But I want to start the NHL talk up with just like, what are you guys' thoughts on the officiating? I feel like it's always a topic of discussion, but I feel like we've seen more calls than ever in this playoffs. Whether it's good or bad, I just want your overall thoughts on, what series you've been watching and how the officiating's been.
Am I gonna answer this as like a biased Leafs fan, or like as a Leafs fan who hates the refs all the time? Or
yeah, I'll go first.
You go first.
So I've been watching pretty much all the series I can.
Yeah,
they're just exciting to watch. I do think the officiating has been a little bit soft,
but not like
just a little. Like
yeah.
I don't know. There's some calls that they should let get away, but then there's other calls they just completely miss.
Yeah.
Like there was a McDavid freaking cross-check to the back. Like he cross-checked someone to the back and they just let it go. I was like,
yeah.
I get it's McDavid, but come on, you have to call that.
See, if I was like a Leafs fan looking at that series, I would complain about the reffing. But I think in general, the refs have been somewhat soft. Like I'll give them that. But I think, granted that it's the playoffs, it's going to be higher intensity than usual play. So you got to let a few things slide. Like you talk about that McDavid cross-check. That same game, I think, when it went to overtime, Philip Danault, like blatant penalty, had McDavid pinned up against the boards, holding him down from getting back up. And a few minutes later, they go on and score the OT winner.
Yeah, in that LA-Edmonton series, there's, of course, that controversial high stick call. I don't know if you guys saw. Did you guys?
The Velarde goal?
Yeah. Did you guys see that?
Yeah. The puck, in my opinion...
The puck hit his stick. It's obvious. There was a debate on whether or not the puck hit his stick. The puck hit his stick, and his stick is in a high sticking position.
Yeah.
I don't know if... I didn't watch that game. I don't know if the refs reviewed it after.
They did. They spent about 10 minutes reviewing it.
And they said it wasn't a high stick?
The call never got overturned. Because you can see in the play when you wind it back, McDavid's putting up in the air. At first, everyone thought he was referring to the puck like hitting the mesh, so that's what everyone was like looking for in the review. And then Velarde's stick came into play. You can see it because if it didn't hit the stick, it would have gone slightly higher than it did. But you can see it people are saying it didn't change directions. It did.
Yeah, and you can see his stick move.
You can see his stick move. You can see it tap the puck. So controversial there. I don't know. I just think that controversy aside, regardless, Edmonton lost that game.
Because they did go down to score directly after that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
they had who was in net? Korpisalo had a phenomenal save right after Velarde's high stick. Then the play came back down.
Yeah.
And then they had that goal.
And then they won the game.
Yeah.
Because of that. So.
Yeah. Because it's also hard to like gauge like when the play's gone on for 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Like
You don't want to pull it. You don't want to pull it back for something like that, especially when it's gone for 2 more minutes. Like you don't want to pull it back for a high stick 2 minutes ago. I understand that, but that is, an obvious high sticking.
Because with all like it's a rule now with all overtime goals in the playoffs, they have to review them just to make sure.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show like how keen McDavid is. Like that play continued for 2 more minutes, and he was still on the ice. And the moment they scored, McDavid went right up to the refs. He said that play should have been blown dead. But I mean, in all honesty, in LA's defense, they've been outplaying Edmonton almost every game.
Yeah, they have been. They've been shutting McDavid down.
They've been shutting McDavid down, sticking a guy like Deneau on. Like so, yeah, high stick, sure, but Los Angeles deserved to win that game.
Well, I guess we'll start with that series then. LA and Edmonton. I think LA have definitely been a big surprise, especially in game 1 when they came out and really put it to them.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've done a good job of shutting down McDavid, but you've seen Draisaitl just fill his boots pretty well.
Exactly.
Yeah, crazy.
I don't know.
Have you guys watched a lot of that series?
Yeah. I've watched it like every night almost.
I watched it every night when I come home and shit.
Any players that have been surprising to you on either team?
Surprising, Evan Bouchard on Edmonton.
Okay.
Evan Bouchard, yeah, he's like, I would argue he's probably their most valuable, like aside from obviously, you have Draisaitl scored and all the goals. McDavid finally got on the board, but I think all around Bouchard has been one of their most valuable assets this playoffs. He's really filling into his shoes. I would even argue, as of now, he's Edmonton's top defender.
Yeah.
Cody Cece's just terrible.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Ekholm's been taking a few bad penalties, costed Edmonton a few goals there. LA, Doughty's just been unreal for them.
Yeah.
Adrian Kempe, awesome to watch. Kopitar's going on, how old is he now? He's playing like he's an
probably
18-year-old.
34, something like that. I can pull that up.
34, playing like he's like an 18-year-old just drafted. Even a guy we were making fun of at my dad's draft there, Connor, Quinton Byfield.
Dude, he's been actually going
unreal.
off.
Yeah,
Unreal.
I mean, he's been. I mean, obviously, he hasn't filled his shoes as the third, or what was he, second overall pick? But yeah, he's definitely had a good series from the highlights I've seen. And then for Edmonton, is it really just like a lack of depth that's like
goaltending?
Or I was gonna say, do you think it's a lack of forward depth or goaltending that's hurting them more?
I think it's a mix of both, but I would probably have to lean on the forward depth. Take away Draisaitl.
Well, they're taking away McDavid pretty well, I think. Are they line matching Deneau with him?
I think all the time. They have Deneau on McDavid.
And they always have 2 guys on him when he comes into the offensive zone.
But that's the thing. With a team like Edmonton, you can afford to put 2 guys on McDavid because he's the only guy out there who, like...
Other than Draisaitl.
Like,
yeah, but thankfully they play on different lines. So.
I love Nuge. Nuge is a great hockey player, but take away McDavid, Draisaitl, he's not cracking 50 points in a season.
No.
Well, yeah, he hasn't really put up more than that in his career until this year.
No, so...
That's the thing, because obviously in your dad's draft that you mentioned there, I won the first pick, and I chose McDavid because that's the obvious pick, right?
If you don't pick him.
But looking back on it, I'm like, maybe I should have seen this coming and picked someone like Draisaitl. Because, Deneau is one of the best lockdown forwards in the entire league.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just so good at shutting people down. Yeah. I mean, like, McDavid has won, 1 point, 2 points maybe this so far?
Yeah, he actually did well last game. He got like 2 goals.
Yeah. But, like,
but that's it.
Yeah.
Those are the only goals I think he's scored.
Like, the fact that Noah's doing that to a 153-point score, wild.
Yeah. Obviously, Los Angeles, any finishing thoughts before I close this out?
No, I think Los Angeles, like you said, surprising us all. They're playing better hockey.
They lead 2-1. Do you see Edmonton still come back and push this far? Or do you think it's too far gone?
I think
we wait until tonight.
They're in LA again.
Well, by next pod, all these series will be finished out, I believe. So
unless there's the games last night, their game 7 is next Monday. If any of them go to game 7.
Okay, except for those ones. So
yeah.
But what do you think? Do you think Oilers can pull this one back?
I don't think we should count them out, but it's gonna take some very solid defensive play.
If McDavid gets hot,
Fiala, could come back very soon. So we could see him add some more offensive depth to.
But LA at their home arena, they look scary.
Yeah, they are.
So you guys have Kings taking this?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, interesting. I don't know. I just because I have McDavid in the pool, I'm gonna ride with the Oilers.
Yeah, never count them out. It's the Oilers.
Yeah.
So.
Next series, Vegas versus Winnipeg.
Eichel, man.
Another one that Eichel played amazing last night. Another one that surprised me a bit. Winnipeg is a lot better than I thought. I think we all said last pod we all said a sweep. Yesterday's game was absolutely crazy. Like a 4-1 comeback in the third period, pushing it to double OT. But here's the kicker for Winnipeg. Josh Morrissey out for the series.
Yeah, that's gonna beat an already beaten down.
Neil
Winnipeg
Pionk
team.
can't play 60 minutes a game, sadly. I mean, he tried the other night, but I feel like this is another series that's a lot more competitive than people thought.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but like
I still think Vegas are
Vegas
gonna
is
take it.
cooking right now. Like
They are.
when was it? Their
unreal.
game on Thursday. You slowly started to see Eichel get into some proper form again. He wired a shot that broke Hellebuck's mask, and the impact cut Hellebuck on the face.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wicked shot. Last game, he's
Phenomenal. Just
last game,
everywhere. And he scored.
everywhere. He's really molding into the power play point man, where they just feed almost like an Ovechkin type of style, where they just feed him for the one timer, and he's just cooks it.
Yeah.
I think Vegas is. I think they're home free if they win their next game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Morrissey injury is huge.
100%.
Cannot be underestimated there. But TK, have you been watching this one? Any thoughts?
Yeah. I don't know. Eichel's really been impressing me. He scored 2 goals almost every game, it seems.
Yeah.
He's been on fire.
Yeah, Eichel's a player. He's always been a player, but we just have to wait for it to really come out. I mean, a player that's surprising me is Chandler Stevenson there.
He's always been a guy you can count on in the playoffs. It's the opposite
Stevenson?
of Stevenson.
Or is a guy you count on in the playoffs?
With Vegas. He's always a guy. Chandler Stevenson, it's the opposite of the Leafs. He kind of ghosts in the regular season.
Not this year.
Well, yeah, this year he was solid. But he's always. I mean, who else are you going to rely on that team? Mark Stone.
Mark Stone came back from injury. He's been looking great.
But I would even rank
Eichel.
Stevenson's in their top 3.
Marchessault, Carlson.
Carlson's fallen off.
I mean, he's played well so far.
Yeah, I don't know. Stevenson's always even if he does meh in the regular season, I don't know. I just think.
Who has he been good in the playoffs with before though?
Well, I'm just talking about all the Vegas has not missed the playoffs since their
but
year.
I thought Stevenson was on Washington last year.
No, Stevenson's been on Los Angeles for the past
Las Vegas
for the past if I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure he's been on Vegas for the past few years.
And then for the Jets, someone that surprised me was actually Adam Lowry.
Yeah.
I think he's a solid. I mean, I could see him being a a great third line center on a great team. But even here, I think he's getting first, second line minutes, and he's been looking great for the Jets. I think the Jets were a team that definitely surprised me, just how competitive the series has been. Next one we have Minnesota versus Dallas.
Wicked. That's one of the most entertaining series in my opinion.
I think this series is a tale of two extremely loud barns. Both arenas have been popping.
Yeah.
But thoughts on this series?
I
you've seen any.
Like Liam was saying, it's just entertaining to watch. I don't know. There's something about it. It's just two teams you wouldn't really think it would be a good series. You'd think it's just going to be boring, but it's been one of the best series of the whole playoffs, I find.
Yeah, and obviously surprised that Minnesota's leading it.
Yeah.
Liam, do you have any thoughts on it?
I think Dallas took a real big hit when they lost Joe Pavelski in Game 1.
Yes.
I mean, they responded that next game with a 7-2 victory, but Joe Pavelski it's unfortunate because the past years he's been in the playoffs. In at least one of the rounds, he gets some sort of head injury, and he's out for the remainder of the series. Because Joe Pavelski is just that guy. You can set him in front of the net, and he's almost guaranteed to get a stick on it.
Yeah,
He's
literally.
one of the best.
It's like Corey Perry, but
Yeah.
of the other conference.
I think he's one of the best hand-eye coordinators that the league has seen in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in the league for a long time, but I don't think we'll see somebody with that net presence for a while. And so with that in mind, I think it's a big hit for Dallas losing him.
I mean, I'm surprised Minnesota's up. Obviously, they did a weird rotation between Gustafson and Fleury, but I think it's obvious Gustafson is the guy you go with for the long term now.
Yeah, like they got blown out when they put Fleury in.
Yeah, Rupe Hintz had the game of his life.
Yeah.
So I think Gustafson's
The guy.
Obviously, going back on that last series, I don't think we all thought Vegas was closing that out.
I think that,
comfortably.
Yeah, I think that.
comfortably.
And then this one, I think this one is one that could go to Game 7.
That's what I'm saying. I think Dallas could bring it back. Like, I know it's just one game down, but I think they could.
I think that home ice in Minnesota is special.
Yeah.
Something they can definitely feed off. But I think this is one we could see go 7. I think Dallas squeezes it out
100%.
just after the first 3 games being played. Liam, you agree?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Next up, another one that's a little bit surprising was Colorado versus Seattle.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Mac Dog got unleashed last game.
Yeah.
He went off last game. Just in that second goal he scored.
The breakaway?
Was fucking insane. I think this is the one he like brought it down off a deflection and just fucking nipped it there. Thoughts on this one so far? I haven't even caught a lot of this, but I mean the fact that Seattle have a game and all 3 games have been fairly close has been surprising to me.
I was like watching the game the other day or the other night, and they were talking about like if you even watch the game, Colorado has not been pushing as offensively as they should be.
Yeah, I don't think Makar has put up the numbers any of us have
Holy
expected
shit,
yet.
But speaking of Makar, he had a bomb last night.
Yeah. Last night we really saw them put into gear, but the game was only I think it finished 6-4.
It finished 6-4 with an empty netter.
Yeah. But keep going.
Yeah, because Colorado was up 3-1 at one point, and then went to 3-3, and then 5-3, and then 6-3, and then they scored like at the very end to make it 6-4. So it was I think it's a lot closer. I really underestimated some of Seattle's guys there. Chris Tanev's been pretty good. A guy who's been ghosting right now for Seattle is their top goal scorer, Jared McCann.
Yeah,
McCann's been ghosting, and we're seeing their young kid Beniers play.
He scored last game.
Scored last game, and he's been pretty solid for Seattle. But I think I wouldn't be shocked if that series went to 7.
You think this series could go to 7?
I think it could.
Yeah. I mean, the games have been pretty fucking close.
I'll be honest, I haven't watched this series at all because I just assumed Colorado was going to just beat the shit out of Seattle. But
yeah, this one I haven't seen, but like just looking at it from an outside perspective, all games have been close.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching the highlights like on YouTube there, I mean, if we saw Colorado do it like they were last game, I feel like they could take it in 5, 6 maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're thinking this is one that could go 7, that's definitely a surprise none of us saw.
Completely goes against my other prediction of Colorado sweeping, but
now on to the other side of things.
This side's way more interesting.
Yeah. Well, we knew that going into it, but New York versus New Jersey.
I said this before. New York, dangerous.
We said this one was going to be the most exciting series. I'm not quite sure that held true.
No, I don't think so.
But obviously New York is first of all who I chose to win the cup this year, and I said that on an earlier pod. But we have New York 2-1 up in the series. I think they won 5-1 back-to-back games away from home.
Lost 2-1 in OT.
And then lost 2-1 in OT. Liam, you were saying that OT winner was you were a big fan of it, or?
Okay, like I just liked it because you see it was a simple pass by Jesper Bratt, but the patience he had, especially in overtime when the pressure is ticking, the patience he had to wait and actually keep his head up and look for that outlet. Dougie Hamilton cut in, nice pass.
Yeah, it was
to
a
Dougie.
nip. It was a nip by Dougie.
I think I watched a little bit of that game. Jersey did a great job shutting down
that line.
The Panarin Zibanejad Kane.
Yeah. Tarasenko even.
That
Tarasenko.
line is
Kreider's
scary.
goal was disgusting as well, though.
Yeah.
To be fair, but this is definitely I expect the New Jersey to do. I expect the New Jersey to do better. I expect the games to be more close. But is it just obviously we've seen nothing really offensively from them.
Yeah.
Like none of their depth has done anything. It's all come from Jack Hughes pretty much.
Yeah.
We saw Brad get into it yesterday, like into the points. Is this just could we see a New Jersey Devils offensive wake up to push this series, or is this Rangers in 5?
I think what I say for this series, like, it was gonna be 5 games, Jersey in 5 or whatever.
Yeah, you were backing Jersey hard.
Can they pull it back? That's the question. I don't know.
Their offense is gonna need to wake the fuck up. They haven't had the best goaltending either.
I think they're more worried about defense, though, because you have all those offensive guys on New York. Like, those top 2 lines are scary. So I think you're more worried about that than anything else.
Yeah.
Because we know they can score. They've shown it in the past couple of games. Like,
Yeah, New York. That's
New
for damn
York.
sure. But what do you boys think of this one?
Rangers,
I think New York in 5.
5 or 6.
Unless the Devils wake up offensively, because they're not putting enough
they
shots.
have to.
Because when you have one of the best goalies in the league, you need your guys to at least shoot the fucking thing. I don't think they've gotten that many shots.
Yeah.
But Liam, thoughts?
I think Rangers take it in like 6.
Rangers 6.
I think, I have to eat my words. I think Rangers in 6.
I think Rangers take her in 5. Do you get?
5 or 6, whatever.
6.
They're just taking that series.
Now to another boring one. We called this one to be boring. It has been pretty boring. Carolina versus Islanders. The last game was pretty good.
Yeah, I think the most exciting thing to come out of this series was Sebastian Aho gave the puck away to Sebastian Aho, and he scored.
Yeah. I mean, I saw Sebastian Aho score. I'm like, yes, point for fantasy or for the pool.
Yeah.
It was the wrong fucking one.
It's
And it was
the
on
wrong
his own
one.
nut, but brutal. I mean, has any of you guys watched much of this? I've kind of stayed away from this.
Nope.
I haven't watched a single minute
Because
of that.
NHL scheduling puts the Panthers and
Yeah.
Bruins game
Yeah.
half an hour after, so I'm going to watch that one instead.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one is so
Yeah,
good.
I mean, too bad Shane Stanley isn't here to talk to us about it. But he did say he was very upset about the officiating in the overtime win.
Yeah.
And he texted me saying he's going to kill all the defensemen on his team because they
Shit.
suck or
Yeah.
something. But I still have Carolina taking this one.
Yeah, I
pretty,
think so, yeah.
I do as well.
You see Nietzsche punch the guy when he
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Nelson in the face.
The problem is how did New York let him do that, and then he just didn't get him one punch?
It was one where he's in the bench.
I
right?
know.
Yeah,
So
like,
you're on the other team's bench. You're gonna punch a guy. Why aren't you guys punching back?
that's how, if he comes into
How
the
did he-
Metcalf bench, but he's
exactly.
getting jumped.
How did he get out of there without getting punched? That's my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was hilarious. I mean, you don't see that too often.
Yeah, I don't know how that you could just let that go.
Yeah.
Like,
Weird.
Honestly.
I think, yeah.
So Carolina and do you have any certain amount of games, or they're just good take?
I think they're going to
oh,
take it.
shit,
I don't know.
It could go either
5 or
way.
6, I don't know. New York just doesn't have enough offense for me. I said this in the other pod. There's not enough there for me.
Yeah. Barzal's actually been,
Yeah. But like,
know.
where's Boban? Where's Boban?
Missing the Canucks.
Oh, that's definitely for sure not what he's doing. Now we have probably the most exciting series, Tampa, Toronto. I would say.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Just for drama-wise, that might be biased because obviously we get the most news coverage for it here.
Yeah.
But thoughts on last game? I mean, there's a couple controversial things, especially that hit on Braden Point.
I just
from
hate
Morgan Riley.
the Maple Leafs and their management. I think their management is so bad. You see, like, there was a clip yesterday from the game last night. It was Spezza and Dubas in the box.
Yeah.
And Dubas is, like, roasting a Lightnings fan after they, like, won the
Yeah,
OT.
but I think that's fine.
No, I think it's, like, yeah, it's a slightly funny, but it's also okay, bro. Like, your team won. Like,
Yeah, but if the fans are gonna talk shit to him, talk your shit
yeah.
back when you win.
okay, yeah, I get that, but it's like Dubas won't be doing that when Tampa wins it.
You think Tampa's gonna win it?
That's facts.
Toronto should not have won that game.
No,
last
they
night.
shouldn't.
God,
They
no.
played like fucking horse shit. That's a game they fucking stole. Samsonov had a good OT
They were
as well. Yeah,
so lucky.
Softy Matthews tried to fight Stammer.
yeah, and got fucking shit.
Shit
I
on.
thought
punched
Matthews
in.
would have been tougher because he's like a
Yeah,
bigger
he doesn't know how
boy.
to fight though. He doesn't know how to fight.
Like,
well, he's never had to.
yeah, I mean that Shen Janot fight was a good one the other night as well.
you should know. Probably the most overpaid.
Yeah, that's fucking brutal.
Yeah. Like I said, I think Tampa's still going to close it out in 7. But
Yeah.
Vasilevsky's been pretty brutal. Brutal for his standards. He's like .854 save percentage
Yeah.
in the first 3 games. 'Cause
Samsonov has not been good either.
no, there was like a statistic. It was like Vasilevsky is 21-3 in every playoff game after coming back after a loss, but we saw that last night, and they lost, which they shouldn't have. They really shouldn't have. They outplayed Toronto in every aspect, but
Yeah. This one, I mean, it was a good. O'Reilly did play very well last night.
Mhm.
It has to be said. But this is a very, very, very tough one to predict. Obviously, Corey Perry is everywhere in this series. I don't know where he's coming from, but he's just playing like a little rat.
Yeah.
I mean, do you see that thing? They almost fought in the fucking penalty box with the
Yeah.
fans there. That was,
That was
absolutely hilarious.
You saw the security come down from the
Yeah,
stairs.
I almost hit someone with a stick and shit.
I will say I think Bunting getting suspended.
Fuck, I hate that.
I hate
fucker.
Bunting. I think it was the best thing to happen for the Leafs. Like,
And Matty Nyes
Matty
is coming to
Nyes-
look good.
He's
Dude,
looking
he's on a tear.
He's been
he's
buzzing.
looking good.
He does get quite a bit of penalties, though.
Yeah,
I noticed.
he had a breakaway last night. I thought he was gonna bury. Like,
Yeah,
it would
at
have
the
been
end there, eh?
it would have been the tying goal for like
Yeah,
if that was in Toronto and he did that,
yeah,
erupt.
yeah. I mean, it was honestly brutal from Bunting. I fucking hate Michael Bunting with
Bunting
the
is a
burning passion.
Fucking piece of
I
shit.
think he's worse than Marchand.
He's,
Oh.
well, skill wise, yeah, for
Skill-wise,
sure. And just I don't.
yeah.
But he doesn't chirp. He just flops and fucking bitches and
I
complains.
can't stand.
If there's
him.
any guy I want to see get absolutely fucking cranked, it's Michael Bunting, bro. I fucking hate him.
Like Brendan Gallagher's got angry at like Tim Stutzel like one year for like flopping and stuff. But like,
Bro,
look at Bunting, bro.
Fuck, I'm so glad I don't have to watch him play hockey for fucking one more game. He shouldn't come back in the lineup.
No, he
honestly.
should.
Fuck.
Why bring him in?
Yeah, literally.
Why?
He doesn't
That's when
offer
you're gonna
anything.
See fucking
Toronto.
Toronto die.
He doesn't offer anything.
Yeah.
Genuinely, what does Michael Bunting offer? Nothing.
Nothing.
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing.
You know, there's another door in the house, eh?
Boss.
Next up, we have Boston versus Florida.
That's my favorite series.
That's your favorite?
Oh,
100%.
100%.
Dude, it's so gritty.
Fact.
Gritty.
I mean, I said this one was gonna be a Boston sweep purely because I just fuck Scriv. But
Yeah, I feel like we're all like invested in this
Florida-
one
here's
just
the-
to see Florida
Here's the
get
thing. Watching the
killed.
games, Florida like outplays Boston.
yeah,
But Boston just has Allmark.
exact Linus Allmark.
Linus Allmark and McAvoy's been outstanding.
So you guys would say this is the most exciting
last
one?
game
I
they
think it is,
played
yeah.
was so physical.
It was
Holy
so
crap.
physical.
Like just at the start, even you could just see bodies flying
Like,
everywhere.
I have never seen the Bruins lose composure like that in their second game where they lost 6-3.
Yeah,
That was like I was messaging you guys. It was like Thursday night. Boston, the last like minute of the game lasted about like half an hour. Because there were so many scraps, so many
Yeah.
fights. Yeah, there was. It was like Nick Cousins was getting wailed on.
Bertuzzi's a little
Bertuzzi's a
fucking-
little fuck.
yeah,
but-
but he was made for Boston. I said that since he got the trade.
Cousins is a little bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like he'll slash someone in the
But-
face, then just skate away. Like
You know what though? It would be a different story if Bertuzzi wasn't doing anything for Boston, but I'd say he's their most valuable player right now in the series.
he hypes them the fuck up.
Hypes them up. He gets points. He's
Yeah.
gotten like 3 goals and 2 assists in like the first 3 games.
You
Fuck
need
it.
that guy.
You need a guy like Bertuzzi.
I don't know how he does it because he doesn't tape the fucking knob of his stick, which is just insane
It's
to me.
so weird.
I don't know how you
and
control
I
the
don't think
puck
he has
with
like
that.
the little thing in it either.
I'd
eh?
prefer that over. You see Adam Fox's like.
Yeah, that shit that doesn't make sense to me either. But
like
I
a
mean,
goalie
one of
knob.
the
But anyways,
fucking best.
I think that you know what I'm gonna say it. I think that's going 7.
I don't think so.
No, I think Allmark is the reason why.
Yeah.
Because I think you can get underneath every player on Boston's skin and get that mental competitive edge, but you can't do that to Allmark.
He's so composed.
and he's so
like,
poised.
it looks like there's no emotion in that guy whatsoever.
Yeah.
Poor Swayman is watching from the bench, knowing he's not
Well,
gonna.
fuck. I mean, I don't blame him. There's
Yeah.
What happened to Tuca?
I think he just retired.
Just retired.
Just got phased out. Really
Phased
wasn't good
out.
enough.
He tried. He came back like for a brief period, but
Was the game 3 close between these two? I forget what the
4-2 empty netter.
4-2. Fuck yeah. I don't know. I don't know if Florida can get back into it. I think the games have been close, but I think it's just that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Boston
Mark
has
Boyce.
that edge.
Look,
I think
to me
Boston. I
anyway.
think Boston will probably take her in 6.
But I think
Yeah.
it'd
I'll
be,
give Florida one more game.
I think it'd be fun though to see like game 7.
Oh, for sure. I said this before. I don't think Boston are going to win the cup this year, but I don't think this is the round they go out in.
But I don't think they go out in their round.
I don't think they
against-
go. Yeah, exactly.
Who would they be playing next?
Tampa
or
or Toronto.
You know what? The only reason I'd want Toronto to go forward to the second round is just to be obliterated by the Bruins. 100%.
That's fast.
I'd rather Boston make it to the Eastern Conference Final
Get shit on by the Rangers.
and get shit on by the Rangers than like
that would be Boston Rangers is going to be such an insane series
Like-
if it happens.
oh, ego boost, you beat the Lightning. Here's your next challenge. See how you eat that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least go off 3-1 in the series. Just get
No,
kicked off.
that won't even be a 3-1 series. Boston will destroy Toronto.
So what do you think about this final thoughts from each of you on this Boston Florida series?
I got Boston in.
I
You're ice 6. You gotta
Yeah.
give Florida. I want it to be in 5 though.
Florida in 7?
Florida in 7.
I want to be
Shut
ambitious.
Up, Striv.
That'd be nice though.
One of these ambitious predictions will hit, and I'll look like a genius.
That's what we were thinking before the one
5.
we did before the
Yeah,
pod.
yeah,
and
yeah.
It was absolutely brutal. None of them came true.
Yeah.
But that's like a little playoff series recap. Obviously, next time we film,
Round 2.
it will be round 2. We'll do.
Hopefully.
We'll probably have Joel and Shane back on then to give their predictions
Yeah.
as well. Fuck, they always seem to come on when that stuff happens. But just to do, before we get into the Prem, I wanted to do a start bench cut for NHL players. So I went online to random NHL player generator. It's going to give us 3 names. Player we're going to start. Player we're going to chuck on the 4th line. 10 minutes of ice time, and then player we're cutting.
Send it into the AHL.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to generate until it gives me 3 good options here. Because the first one was Roman Josi, Alex Killorn, and Devin Dubnyk. That one's pretty fucking easy. Okay, here we go.
Doobs.
Victor Hedman, Zendaya Chara, and Joe Pavelski.
Zendaya Chara.
Zendaya Chara and Joe Pavelski. Start, bench, cut.
Start Hedman, bench Pavelski, cut Big Z.
Okay, but are we all talking about them in their like their?
Yeah, in their prime, I think in prime, start Hedman, bench Chara, and cut Pavelski
I think I have to go that way.
as well.
Yeah.
I think that's for me. TCAT, why did you say that?
I don't know. Pavelski can just score. Like, I know Big Z's got that presence and that shot, but I don't know. There's something about Pavelski I like.
I mean, I love Pavelski. Don't get me wrong. Pav's my boy, but prime Chara, man,
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a scary.
monster.
Okay, next one. Jonathan Taves, PK Subban, David Pasternak.
Start Pasta,
Yeah.
bench Tays, and cut
I just
Subban.
wanted to see if anyone was gonna show love for PK here.
No.
Is there? There's no.
No.
I'm starting Taves though. Just bias.
I'm
Bench
starting Pasta.
bench and Pasta and cut Subban. I just want to see if PK would get any.
You tried to sneak him in there.
any I just wanted to see if he'd
I
get
could
any
just
love.
see the smile, and I'm like, oh fuck.
I just wanted to see if he'd get any love
Well, he didn't. So
because he
Put him up against some legends.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, here we go. Ryan Kessler, Roman Josi, Chris Letang.
can I go?
Kessler, Josi, Catan.
I would-
Letang. Fuck.
I would bench, I would start Letang, bench Yossi, and cut Kessler. Because Letang in his like younger, like when Letang was younger, like Yossi. Now Yossi, I would take Yossi over Letang any day.
Yeah.
When we're talking about both in their prime, I think you got to take.
I think I'm starting Letang.
Yeah.
100%. Kessler.
I love Kessler.
Kessler's an interesting player. I think TK, you could probably give your opinion more on Kessler than anyone else. He had that period where he was really good.
He was going
And then
off for Vancouver.
On Anaheim, I think he kind of just fell into mediocrity.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't bad. I definitely even underrated maybe. But I mean, Yossi is just one of the best defenders in the league recently. So I'm gonna go Letang, Yossi, Kessler.
Kessler got on the offensive team of the year in NHL 17, man.
I'm going Letang, Kessler, Yossi. I just love Kessler.
Yeah, but I think benching Yossi's cutting Yossi's kind of an L, but
Oh well.
Fair enough, I guess. Next up, holy shit.
Can you say it?
Sergei Bobrovsky. Think about his prime.
yeah, Columbus. So
Prime.
Columbus, yeah.
Corey Crawford,
Oh,
Marc-Andre Fleury.
Fleury, Crawford, Bobrovsky.
Yep. That's my list.
Okay, mine's I can't really.
You
say.
can't
I
even if you're
say.
biased, you can't put Crawford above Fleury, but you
Yeah.
also can't put.
But definitely Fleury, Crawford, Bobrovsky. But I think that's doing a little bit of disservice to Bob in his prime.
Yeah, but you're doing disservice by putting Bob with those two.
Yeah.
Facts, but I didn't do it. The fucking
Yeah, exactly. But so it's just by RNG, he's
Yeah.
at the bottom.
I think Bob's another one that I think because of what he's doing recently.
Yeah, I kind of taint your image
he's
on him.
getting
Yeah.
like he's getting shit on because he's just fucking
He is terrible.
god awful.
Yeah.
But
And like, what's he making? 10 mil a year?
Something like that.
honestly, one of the worst contracts up there with Jack Campbell.
God.
Like literally. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Jason Spezza, Milan Lucic, and Joe Pavelski again.
Spezza, Pavelski, and Lucic. I think Spezza, when he was in his Senators era, wicked.
Yep.
I don't know. Luch has a special place
I
in
think
my heart.
Luch is like maybe bring him on for grittiness or something. You know,
That's what I said.
Didn't Luch score like 30 goals one year?
Yeah. Dude, he's got a place in my heart. That man is a fucking menace.
Still
You-
kicking.
You see him coming at you, you are shitting yourself.
It's like seeing Jacob run at you on like the
No, when Jacob runs at you on the ice, you run right at him.
Yeah.
He's like bending. He's there.
Yeah,
He
yep.
can barely skate.
Mm.
I feel bad for him every time he straps player gear on.
You have
Scriv
nothing
can't
to
skate?
worry about.
No,
No.
no,
Oh my God.
he's
no.
god awful. Every time he would go play in our practice, like he'd switch with someone, everyone would go and hit Jacob, and then he'd get like injured.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Serge's probably like, have at it, boys.
So, what were you?
Spets, Pavs, Lucic.
What are you going?
I think we go Spezza.
Bro,
Pavelski,
watch your.
Lucic.
Okay.
I'm going Pavelski, Spezza, Lucic.
Okay. Fuck, we were about to have an issue.
Finally, to round this one out, Kucherov, Panarin, Claude Giroux.
Oh my god.
Kucherov,
Panarin, Giroux for me.
You know what? I have to go
Panarin.
Giroux, Cooch, and Panarin.
See, this one is a tough one, because Claude Giroux was a dog for many years.
He's
into
still a
the-
dog,
Not
bro.
as good as Cooch or Panarin.
But still, dude,
But I think point like Giroux put up a lot of like.
Giroux is a consistent 80 point.
Let me see. I'll see if I can pull up his points. But say your point, Liam.
Giroux's consistent. Like it's hard when you
So Cooch isn't?
no, Cooch is consistent too. But that's why I'm benching Panarin. Or sorry, I'm cutting Panarin.
Yeah. Like
Panarin's is a dog though.
okay,
Panarin is a dog, but you got to consider
before injury seasons, I mean 85 points, 102 points, 67 points, 86 points, 73 points.
you also have to consider where these players are playing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Panarin,
but at that point, Flyers were actually good.
okay,
They were in the,
Panarin was playing in a prime Chicago before Johnny Tays and Kane began to fell off.
And he was also he was also like proven player at that point. Like he's coming
But
from the KHL.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
We are looking at them in their prime individually. They were amazing.
Claude was different in his prime. Like
Claude Giroux was fucking insane in his prime.
I don't think he's better than Kucher Panarin.
I think I'm gonna go Cooch, Claude, Panarin.
I want a guy like Claude on the ice for me. I'm going Claude, Cooch, and Panarin.
Nah, I think that's a
But I feel like now I'm thinking about it. Like, can I leave Panarin out that easy?
Right?
Because
Can
like
you?
I mean, fuck. Recently too.
Exactly. Like,
Like-
he's been good.
Yeah.
And you look at him now, he's still insane.
Giroux's reliable.
This one, you guys are gonna have to let us know. Cooch, Claude, or Panarin. Who are you taking? Let us know. Start, bench.
Joel's like, quite honestly, I'm taking Giroux.
Yeah, Joel's probably starting Giroux.
Quite honestly.
Quite honestly, quite honestly, he's probably starting.
We love you, Joel.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to something that hasn't been on the pod in a long time, which is what this pod all started around: the EPL,
Yeah, we did so much of it.
the
though,
Premier
really.
League. We did up the World Cup. We did so much up to the World Cup, and then during the World Cup, and then we just like it was just like we were all burnt out, and then we just did a complete
Yeah.
U-turn, and now we're trying to find the happy medium of both of them, which I don't think is a bad thing. I
I like it.
I like it a lot
like
more talking about multiple different sports.
Because
I mean-
soccer, we just talk about the same shit over
Yeah.
and over and over.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're bringing in a bunch of stuff to fill in a lot more time, and then, this is one of the most exciting times to be a sports fan, especially with all that's going on. I mean, coming summertime, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna talk about because
Fuck.
I mean, playoffs are
F1,
done. Prem
baby.
will be done. I mean, yeah, the F1 break that's going on right now is
Might have
felt
to
like
start
fucking
filming
forever.
Right?
Might have
But
to
it
start-
hasn't been that long. That's the
Fuck,
thing.
we might have to start doing like Russell
Match
soccer
day vlogs. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a Bluetooth mic. Joel's talking to me. He wants me to buy a Bluetooth mic and mic him up for one of their softball games and then post it.
Bro,
Would that be
I
hilarious?
don't know if we could be mic'd up for House League
Oh, we're
soccer.
definitely micing each other. There's definitely.
Mic me up while I'm in gold.
I'm gonna buy a Bluetooth mic. There's definitely going to be mic'd up videos on the
Yeah,
account.
but-
I'm gonna get Megan to follow you with my camera. The mic records right into the
The
phone.
amount of cuss words, because me and
So I don't care. We're letting it run.
Me and
I'm
Jared
letting it
are on the
run.
back line.
I'm letting it
you
run.
don't know what we say.
Just
back then.
hide the mic from Simon. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
There's definitely going to be mic'd up content. I wanted to do it for the hockey playoffs, but I was way too scared that the mic was gonna fall off.
Oh, dude, during playoffs, you could not have done it.
I totally wanted to so bad.
Yeah, but it would have been so bad.
But the thing was, I didn't know if the mic might have been too far away from my phone to pick up. But there's definitely going to be mic'd up content coming to the Five Back Podcast YouTube channel. So look forward to that, Liam. We'll get you in goal maybe or something. Eh?
Oh, you're gonna hear me and Jared just yelling at him.
That's going to be great content. Now I'm excited. But what I wanted to talk about right now is the title race. Liam, we touched on it a bit a couple pods ago, but Arsenal
Mudded themselves.
are fucking blowing this. They have 2 draws, like back to back to back to back to back
They
to back.
should have lost to Southampton.
They should have lost to Southampton, but they came back. I mean, at the end there, they were pushing, but they tied 3-3 with the last place team in the league. Before that, they tied 2-2 with West Ham, who are like third last in the league. And then before that, they tied Liverpool, a game they shouldn't have tied. And then before that, I think they didn't get the most convincing result either, as I try to find it. But they're really throwing this out. City now have the games in hand. I believe. Oh no, they beat Leeds 4-1.
They have 2 games in hand.
City have 2 games in hand,
The big game is
And
when they play against
and
each
are
other.
only 5 points behind them. And you 2 face off against each other on Wednesday.
That is
I
the
work, man.
big
This is the biggest game.
What time is it at?
I work 12 to 5.
What time is the game at?
It's gonna be during 12 to 5.
It's gonna be within 12.
Shit, I work at 3:30.
This is the biggest game I can in fucking recent history for the Prep. They play at 3. So this is probably the biggest game in recent history for both of these clubs. Whoever wins that game on Wednesday will win the league.
Yeah.
100%.
Come on, City.
Liam, how confident are you going into it, knowing that they're coming off this bad patch of form, and you guys are heating.
Fucking
we're in
Mares got a
great form.
hat trick last game.
Yeah,
Against Sheffield United.
Yeah,
Okay, but still.
bro. I think right now we're one of I think we are the best form in Europe out of all the
Well,
teams.
yeah,
There's no doubt about
There's
it.
there's no doubt.
City
we're-
is so.
We're destroying Madrid in the Champions League semis. Madrid, people are like, "Oh, Madrid's gonna stop City." No, they aren't. No, they aren't.
Yeah,
It's hard to see.
I
This is
don't-
their year because they're gonna face either Milan team in the final, and that's a fucking walkthrough.
Yeah.
This is your guys' league
For
to finally
either
win
Madrid
that, which is brutal.
or Man City going up against Inter AC, it's gonna
Well,
be so easy.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
but
would
we'll
rather
touch
play
on those
Chelsea.
matchups later. But Liam, anyways, keep with your.
I think my favorite player to watch this year in the games I've watched have been Manuel Akanji. He's just so solid for
Yeah.
us at the back. Him and Ake have been incredible to watch, and I'm a big Bernardo Silva guy, and that guy in our 2 games that we played against Bayern.
Yeah.
Holy crap, he's insane to watch. Just the footwork, how quick he can move the ball, and then we have De Bruyne to fall back on. We have Holland up front. Our subs, I think our B team is better than some teams' A teams.
Yeah, I mean, you
100%.
just saw you saw it against fucking Sheffield. I think your B team finishes in the top fucking 6
in the
in the
Like
Prem.
you got Foden riding the bench.
Yeah.
You got
Alvarez.
Riyad Mahrez.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Alvarez.
Alvarez,
ridiculous.
Grealish sometimes, but Grealish has been starting recently
to
'cause-
heat up for sure.
Yeah, no, it's great.
For sure. So you think that you think you're confident you can definitely get this point out of Arsenal?
I wouldn't be a fan if I said no.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be definitely a game you have to watch. That's one where you hope that it rains on Wednesday and it's not busy at the golf course, eh?
Yeah.
Or because
Oh,
you gotta
I'm
sneak
going
off.
in today, and it's freaking.
Yeah, it's shit weather. I mean that's why the garage doors close at the end
Yeah.
of the day. You know, it's for the audio listener. The garage doors closed. You know, it's not good weather out there.
Yeah.
I was gonna put it back on the back deck because the vibes were immaculate out there. Too bad no one got to fucking see them because the video wouldn't upload. But I mean,
Immaculate. Better when better weather's here,
yeah.
for sure.
And then touching on that UCL, that's another one. I think we already said it. City, this is their year. I think they finally going to get the European Cup, which is going to make them even more unbearable as a fucking team and as a fan base. But
Holland Golden Boot.
literally, Holland is absolutely fucked. Like he's unfair.
I
So
think he's
unfair.
winning the balloon.
balloon. He's winning the balloon.
He's winning the
Ballon
balloon door.
Shut up.
He's winning
Shut
the
up.
balloon door.
I think he also
Ballon
could
d'Or.
win a balloon as well, but I mean, fucking
He's winning the
Ballon-
balloon.
The Ballon d'Or.
He's
I
fucked.
think he could
He's
win.
unfair. I mean, like God needs to nerf him.
Like one of the most prized trophies in all of soccer, the balloon door.
The Ballon d'Or. I think.
I love me a balloon door, but you know, fuck, people work their whole lives for a balloon door. Anyways, moving on. Moving on, what, bro? Moving on. To the other UCL tie, Inter versus AC. How special is it to see that in a UCL semifinal? I think the
Honestly, I want to
atmosphere
watch it. The atmosphere would be
it's gonna
so
be fucking sick. Two teams that hate each other, that share a fucking stadium, going at each other. It's gonna be fucking insane.
As long as Red Milan wins, then we're good.
You back in Red Milan?
I am
AC,
back
yes,
in AC as well.
as well. And then to round out this pod, the Premier League team of the season dropped. The voting dropped the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go through and let's give our shouts to round this out. Some interesting nominees here to say the least. Some that definitely do not fucking deserve to be there.
Kai.
Kepa. But we're gonna start with the goalkeeper nominees: Nick Pope, Aaron Ramsdale. Nick Pope of Newcastle, Aaron Ramsdale of Arsenal, Alisson of Liverpool, Bernard Leno for Fulham, who I think definitely deserves to be there, is having a great season for Fulham, and then Kepa of Chelsea. Boys, who are you taking out of there and why?
Pope. I think it's pretty
I'm taking Pope as
self-explanatory. Newcastle, historic season this year.
Yeah, third place.
100%.
Third place after today's win. And
which is something we didn't even touch on today's win.
5-1 win.
Newcastle were winning 5-0, 20
Maybe
minutes
a 6-1 win.
into the fucking game.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. Spurs are absolute dog shit. I'm so happy to see after they fired Conte, they've been fucking horse shit. I don't know what
I don't know
what
they were
happened there.
thinking.
I mean, they were booing off their center back last week, which is a whole different debate on if it's okay to boo your players. But fuck,
I see the Leafs.
that's
doing
insane. 5-0, and the Oilers 5-0 at 20 minutes in. But you're taking Pope because
He's just been
He's
unreal
class.
this season.
after that one red card he got though. Remember that red card where he
Yeah,
went out and he
yeah.
like touched at the halfway line for some reason? He's been shit. But you look at that first half of the season. Well, he hasn't been shit, but he hasn't been the same. But
Yeah.
you look at the first half of that season, he was fucking insane. I personally went with Aaron Ramsdale though.
Yeah, but you like
I think,
recently.
I think he's been
Like
solid.
you're letting in 3 goals against
Yeah.
Southampton.
Yeah, I mean recently, fuck no. But I think he's been a solid for an Arsenal team that no one thought would be at the top.
That one's a
top.
toss-up, you could say.
Kepa does not deserve.
Now, and why are they trying to sneak Allison in there?
Yeah.
Allison has been the because if Liverpool didn't have Allison, Liverpool would be where Chelsea are. That's safe
I
to
don't
say.
think anyone could be where Chelsea is.
I don't fucking know. But you guys are both going Nick
Yep.
Pope. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Aaron Ramsdale. Defenders, you get to pick 4.
Can I just say my 4? I know they're on the list.
I'll just read them out
Oh.
and say the 4 quickly because I want
Sorry, yeah.
people to.
No,
If
no,
you
that's fair. That's
refuse
valid.
Gabriel from Arsenal, Saliba Arsenal, Trippier Newcastle, Botman Newcastle, Zinchenko Arsenal, Thiago Silva Chelsea, Lissandro Marquez Man U, Ben Mee Brentford, Luke Shaw United, Christian Romero Hotspur, and Ruben Diaz Manchester City. Your 4, Liam.
Trippier, right back.
Yep.
Saliba, center back.
Mm-hmm.
Lissandro Martinez, center back.
Yep.
And then left back. Gotta go with Zinchenko, man.
Okay.
Trippier, amazing season.
Yeah.
Lissandro Martinez has really solidified
Mm-hmm.
United's back line. I would put a City player there, but I got to be honest. Our defense has been class, but I just think there's been
Better players that are
better showings. Like Saliba and Gabriel, I think are interchangeable there.
Yeah.
And then Zinchenko, I think, has been a great
Yeah.
signing for Arsenal.
Yeah. I mean, I look at this list and I see like notable omissions. No Reece James, no Ben Chilwell, which I think is an absolute crime. Because I think Chilwell's had a great season, even though he's been battling with injury for a lot of it. Same with Reece James. Same go for them. Best right back in the world.
Nope.
T-Cat, you're 4.
I have Trippier right back.
Yep.
Saliba center back.
Yep.
Along with Thiago Silva.
Yep.
And then my left back, I went Luke Shaw.
So mine's the exact same. I went Trippier, outstanding fucking season for Newcastle, the leader of that team. Saliba, who at the start of the season was a fucking revelation for that
Yep.
back line. I went Thiago Silva because I'm biased as hell, and also he's 37 and or 38 and one of the best in the league, which is absolutely insane. He holds that back line together, and then I went Luke Shaw because although I think Ben Chilwell's miles better, he's had a great season.
Yeah.
When
No
Man
doubt
United
about
have
it.
needed him, and I get Zinchenko, but I think Luke Shaw has been
He's
better. Where I think people in Arsenal have been way better than
Yeah.
Zinchenko. On to the midfielders. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Really, really interesting. We have Odegaard, Arsenal, De Bruyne, City, Casemiro, United, Rodri, City, Bruno Guimaraes, Newcastle, McAllister, Brighton, Paulinho, Fulham, Madison, Leicester, Solly, March, Brighton, Matoma, Brighton, Bentancur, Tottenham, and Højbjerg, Tottenham.
How many do we name?
3.
De Bruyne,
Yep.
Odegaard,
Yep.
and I'm gonna slot in McAllister.
Interesting.
I would put in. I think McAllister could be switched out with Mitoma. I just think one of the Brighton boys deserves to be there because
Yeah, they're having an insane
those
season.
three are electric.
And Brighton's having a season
But-
no one expected. Like, they're pushing for Europe.
Yeah,
They could be top 4 realistically.
and I don't think if you don't have De Bruyne or Odegaard in there,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of criminal on the
Yeah.
season they're having. Like, I'm sorry. The last one, I think you could argue Casemiro maybe, but I think it has to be one of the Brighton.
Bruno Guimaraes.
I don't know. I think one of the Brighton boys has to be in there.
Yeah. So I went for Odegaard, KDB, and Matoma.
I went Odegaard, Matoma, and then for me, it's between De Bruyne, Casemiro, Guimaraes.
Why are you comparing those other two to De Bruyne?
Yeah, you really.
Because
can't.
De Bruyne, I don't think has had that good of a season. He's Kevin De Bruyne.
He
Obviously,
leads the league in assists.
he's one of but look, I could lead the fucking league in the.
No, you
assists.
couldn't.
If my striker is scoring 35 fucking goals, I think I could lead the lead in assists. Anyways, we see Casemiro. That team fucking sucks without Casemiro. United are shit without
They
Casemiro.
suck without their
think
center
Enzo-
back.
Casemiro comes in. Casemiro comes in. He changes the fucking midfield, and
Just
then,
like Enzo with Chelsea.
shut the fuck up. And then Bruno Guimaraes has been fucking just
Giraffe.
class, but he's been injured. I think I'm gonna go Matoma, Odegaard, Casemiro. My three.
I think it's criminal not putting
Uh,
KDB in.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
'Kay.
Attackers. This is the easiest one.
Yeah.
How
many?
Haaland,
though?
3.
Is it
Haaland, City, Saka, Arsenal, Kane, Tottenham, Martinelli, Arsenal, Grealish, City, Rashford, United, Salah, Liverpool, Almiron, Newcastle, Watkins, Villa, Kai Havertz, Chelsea. Which
I don't know
for
why they put
no
him in.
fucking reason. Mahrez, City, Darwin, Liverpool.
Marcus Rashford.
Yep.
Erling motherfucking Holland.
And Bukayo Saka.
I don't have Saka.
I was gonna put Kane.
Brutal.
But Saka deserves to be there. But at the end of the day,
I just don't like
Rashford
Saka.
is better than Saka.
Brutal.
I just don't like Saka. I'll be honest.
Who you,
I
who you
just
taking?
don't fucking
Who you
like him.
taking? Who
There
you
you-
taking?
I'll be honest, fucking don't like that kid. Rashford, Holland, and Mo.
For me, I think this is between. Yeah, but for me, no, say it because I don't think we can. I was just gonna skip over that, but I don't think we can.
Say it.
Why the fuck is Mo Salah there?
He's been fucking great. I like him.
He's been great. He goes for like 6 games and gets a brace here and there. Goes for 6 games, gets a brace here and
Against
there.
like fucking Crystal Palace.
So
or
like,
something.
Why the
Saka hasn't done the same thing?
Saka is still getting assists and points and whatever. I would even put Harry Kane over fucking Salah. I would put Harry Kane over Saka.
For me, it's between 4 people. Rashford and Salah have had comparable years goals wise, but I think Rashford is carrying United so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Erling Haaland, there's no question he's in there.
If he's not
And
in
then
your
the
team
other
this
two,
season,
well, fuck, you're so stupid. The other two
Isaac.
is Saka or Martinelli.
Yeah,
oh, wait, could I switch like Martinelli to play on the right?
Well, you just
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's just
just
okay. Then obviously I'm going Martinelli, Rashford.
Yeah, it's just
and
3-4. It's
Holland.
not like a left.
Oh,
wing
I
striker
thought
in-
I did
yeah,
like
yeah.
right wing.
okay. So you're putting Martinelli over Salah.
yeah,
Okay, good.
because I was gonna be like the right side.
Okay,
I'd much
that-
rather have Salah
There, we
over
take
Saka.
that, we
Okay.
take that back
Yeah,
a little bit.
good.
Okay, okay.
Mine's Saka, Holland, Rashford there. I think that's the obvious one. That's
Yeah.
the most popular one. But Martinelli has had a fucking
I think
great
Martinelli's
season
better than
I-
Saka
and
this
still
year.
deserves to be in here.
Look, on a very, very shit and always underwhelming Tottenham team, Harry Kane still shines.
That's what I'm just about to say. If you're gonna put a 6-man in any position,
Kane.
6-man into your team, who's it?
It's got to be Kane. Even if because I think one of the Arsenal boys deserves to be up front. I think Kane's the 6th man.
Yeah, Kane has to be.
For me, it's either De Bruyne or
No.
De Bruyne.
De Bruyne is.
De Bruyne's,
Or
De Bruyne's
Martinelli.
in the 11th, bro.
De Bruyne and Martinelli is my 6th man.
Okay.
But for you guys, you think Kane's
Yeah.
your 6-man in?
Yeah.
Well, we're at 58 minutes here. I was gonna do a little tic-tac-toe quiz sort of thing, but we'll save it. We could. Do you
You
guys
don't want
wanna
to do? I can do a tic-tac-toe quick.
You guys want to do one?
Yeah, I'd love
Okay.
it. I'd love it, son.
We'll run through a couple then. And,
Oh shit! Big SBC drop today.
and,
What was it?
White for Arsenal showdown against Gundogan.
I'm doing the
Ilkay.
Gundogan.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Okay. So how this is gonna work? It's like a tic-tac-toe game. There's 2 squares. You need to fill them with the correct answer. So it's gonna be like, name me a player that's French and plays
Never
for
mind.
Milan or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and refresh here.
Don't look, Ethan.
Try to find a good one. One that you guys might be able to get.
Whoa. One
Did
that
you see
Ethan-
that,
one that Ethan might be able to get.
What's his name? Ryan Garcia
Yeah.
got his shit
Shit
kicked
rocked
out
by
of.
Davis.
Yeah,
Javonte Davis.
I was fucking sick. I saw
on
the
a body
highlights.
shot, which is pretty.
Yeah, you just see him.
Well, do you not see the counter to his left that missed? Garcia swung hard with his left, and Davis just fucking.
On Garcia was talking so much shit before. He's like, yeah, it's kind of just a warm-up fight. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Okay.
I'm just trying to get one though.
I'm about to show why I'm the undisputed ball knowledge expert on the 5-back pod.
Because Jarrett's not here.
I'm trying to get one that's
We miss Jarrett
all
a lot.
all teams. Jarrett will be back soon. Okay. Oh crap. Okay, we can do this one.
Yeah.
We can do this one.
Hey,
I guess I should have got the
Look,
buzzers.
I'm allowed to look.
Eh?
I can't see it yet. You have time to think.
I guess I should have got the buzzers.
Uh.
The buzzers.
No, I
out?
thought we just go back and forth.
No,
Like
okay,
tic-tac-toe.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Tic tac toe.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll give you the first one.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to make a buzzer for this one, though.
Okay.
Like, or should I just say who goes first? Cause like
Yeah. But we'll buzzer.
buzzer.
we'll
Okay,
buzzer.
buzzer. Okay. What's your buzzer? Yours? Okay. I need an English Man City player. That was you,
Calvin Phillips.
Calvin.
What the?
Phillips.
Why'd you say Phillips first? No.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't know. He's just the first one that came into my head. Could have went Foden, Grealish.
Calvin Phillips. Okay. I'm gonna need an English AC Milan player, past or present.
Can we not just, try and get tic-tac-toe? Oh, wait, we're still buzzing in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Tamori.
fuck. I knew that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
But I just thought it was my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn,
Oh yeah. What are we doing?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I guess fair enough. if
So
you
is
wanna
it
do that. I
Ethan's-
was just gonna go down it and do it kind of like a quiz instead of like
Oh.
an actual game.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need past or present an English player that's played for Napoli. Past or present English player that has played for Napoli. This one is a tough one. I can't think of one
I can't think of any.
off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't want to look, so.
I'll try and find one, and I'll give you guys hints.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, nothing's in my head.
Okay. There's one here.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to buy this here. So he's a center back, and he was on loan to Napoli from Manchester United.
Is he currently play for United,
Um,
or is he retired?
no, he's a current player. Current player. Just might be on loan somewhere else right now. Jarrett really likes this player.
Jarrett likes any fucking.
Yeah.
Is it Chris Smalling?
No.
Oh.
He had a really good game with Aaron Wan-Bissaka where they famously locked down Mbappe and Neymar.
Fuck! We talked about this on the pod in the clip I made when you guys were talking about Wan-Bissaka as like a buster.
He's currently playing for Stoke, I believe, on loan. But he's a young Man United player, famously locked down Mbappe and Neymar.
I
couldn't see his face. I can't name him.
I'm out.
Last name starts with a T. First name is Axel. Last name starts with a T. Twan.
Hey! Come on!
Yeah.
Axel Twanzebe.
There you go.
Actually, it was my turn.
Yeah, but you took too long. I gave you-
Axel Twansebe. Shut the fuck.
Okay.
Shadow.
Next, I'm gonna need a player that plays for that has played for Manchester City and Juventus. Players that have played for Manchester City and Juventus,
Like they went from City to you.
or went the other way around.
Manchester City and Juventus.
Hmm.
And they're active.
They can be past or present.
Oh my fucking god.
I know one.
Did
Yep.
Did Vincent Company ever play for Juventus?
No.
No. Okay.
But I can think of an old player that has played for Juventus and Manchester City.
Was it back when we were known as Coventry?
Micah Richards. I don't know.
No. But think of this guy. The guy I'm thinking of that's played for both City and Juventus.
Mario Balotelli.
Oh, hold on. I don't think he's played for Juve. But that's a good guess. Because I don't think he played for Juve, though.
I don't know why I can just see him in a Juve kit right now. You know?
Well, the guy I'm thinking of is an icon on FIFA right now.
Oh, fuck, I know who it is.
No, he didn't play for Juve.
I know who it is.
He's an icon on FIFA.
I know who it is.
There's an icon on FIFA that has played for both Juve and City.
I know who it is. Can I go?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, Torre.
That's a hero, bro.
Ooh, I don't think Yaya.
I don't think
has
Touré has
played-
played for
I thought he said
Juventus.
hero.
Yeah, I don't think Yaya has played for them.
Fuck.
Can you give us position?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I just want to. Okay. Yeah, this guy's played for both Juve and Man City. He's a French center mid. The guy I'm thinking of.
French center mid.
Icon. One of the best you can get.
Vieira.
Vieira.
Okay, well,
Patrick. Yaya hasn't played. Didn't play. So that
I
one's,
could have swore Balotelli did though.
that one's next up. I'm gonna need a player that's played for Juventus and AC Milan. This one's easy. Yep.
Oh well, I was gonna say Pirlo.
Yep. That works. Nice. Can you name me a player that's played for Juve and Napoli? Juve and Napoli. Juve and Napoli. That's another tough one. Where did he play before?
Stop acting like you know it. Fuck.
Juve and Napoli. Let's see if I can give you guys a hint.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Didn't Juan Cuadrado play at Napoli too, or just Juve?
No, he did not play at Napoli.
Okay, well, there's my guess. The floor is yours, T-Cat.
I don't. I know one. Striker had a very shit loan at Chelsea. You guys can both buzz in when I get back.
Murata.
No.
Fuck, that was my guess.
Argentina. This guy's from Argentina.
Higuain.
There you go.
Gonzalo.
Gonzalo Higuain. Just call it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was an interesting game.
Thank you, I won.
That was an interesting way to do a quiz there.
Yeah.
Get your brains thinking off the top of
He
your
doesn't
dome.
get that much.
Much?
No, like he doesn't get that opportunity much.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Five Back Podcast. Let us know if you enjoyed it. Sorry for that quiz. It was a little slow, but that's the
We
way
call
it
it
is.
slow.
That's the
Yeah.
way it is. Leave a like, subscribe. We're trying to get 200 subscribers
1,000, baby.
by the end of the year. So be sure to do that. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Again, sorry for last week's episode not coming out on YouTube. Hopefully this one makes
Check
it
us out at Anderson Links.
to the no free promo. Hopefully this one makes it to the YouTube space, and we'll see you all next week. See ya. I guess we'll